What's up, Ireland? I hope you all had a great Easter, because I had my best one yet. The courage of our people standing together in unity against the failed rule of this government has been incredible. It has also been eye-opening. No matter which side of the political divide you are on, one thing is for certain. This government has lost the confidence of the public.
Right now, the people of Ireland are taking a massive stand against their government. You might have heard about the fuel protests that have been going on for 5 days now. But don't let that name fool you, and don't let the media silence fool you either. This is major, and you will not be hearing about it on the lamestream media.
And that is it. No confidence as a government, and you are done. As a nation, we have all just seen the behaviour at the exact same time, and there is now no going back. The horse has well and truly bolted. Their complete failure on housing, their refusal to ease the crushing cost of living crisis, their disastrous handling of immigration that has overwhelmed their communities and services, and the shocking way that they have treated ordinary Irish people in recent days. Their hand has been exposed, and it is a busted flush. And we, as the mighty republic, hold all the aces. Ireland, we are another major step closer to the return of fairness, fair cost of living, fair treatment, fair taxes, and a fair opportunity for your voice to be heard. That is what we deserve as a people, and that is what is coming.
The gap between information given between different groups is astounding. Let's take a look. You might think that these fuel protests are just about rising fuel prices and the government's actual ability to, but refusal to, bring them down. Truly, the fuel prices are just the straw or the butterfly that broke the camel's back.
This is just the kettle boiling over. This is what this is. This is the kettle boiling over. It's not just about specifically fuel. Fuel is the thing. It's the butterfly that broke the camel's back. Essentially, that's what this is. So fair play to all of these lads. They've done absolutely fantastic work.
Lamestream media will not touch this issue, but gone are the days of Kerrygold, tight-knit Irish communities, and Guinness flowing out of every pub. Well, wait a second. Guinness is still a priority. Check this out.
Yes. For employment here, there's a VIP vehicle being allowed through here in Galway.
But these protests have been so successful that the Irish government has sent in the military and the police to break them up, which really just added fuel to the fire. Because just like we see in Europe and the UK, Ireland has also been subject to this third world invasion, which is actual. And while the government may pretend to be concerned, they are doing nothing of value about it. Yet when the Irish citizens are protesting the massive fuel prices, suddenly the government is able to send in the military and the police. Yes, they are causing massive blockades, and it is shutting things down. And a quick note to my friends in the UK, your military is so weak. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. So how have the Irish done this? Well, what they've done is they've driven in massive trucks and tractors to shut down city streets and the major highway structures. Hey, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. They've also begun closing down ports with the hope of being able to close down all the major ports, changing the economic flow in Ireland.
How are you doing, folks? I'm a strong supporter of the fuel protests. And what I'd like to say is, if the government decide to bring in the army to stand against the people, the last time this happened was 110 years ago. And we know how that ended. Now, what we need is between 150 to 200,000 people to march on Leinster House and demand that the government is dissolved. That's all it takes. 1.5% to 2% of the voting population to oust this government. And that's what we need to do. We need to have 200,000 feet on the streets at Leinster House to order the government to cease and desist and remove them from their positions. That's all it takes. And that's what's needed to be done. And if the blockades continue, I would invite the fishermen to join when the weather picks up after Storm Eddie. But I would like the fishermen to join in, block every river, port, let nothing into the country and nothing out of the country. And that's the way it needs to be done. We can have a circular economy again, and the farmers can feed the people like they always have in the past. God bless you all. Éireann go bra. Let's stand together for Ireland, for a new Ireland, not the Ireland that they're trying to take away from us. God bless.
Although spirits are high and the community is taking care of each other, there's no doubt that this is a very serious situation. Check out this Braveheart-style speech. Subtitles needed.
The government has to fucking tell it. They're lying to you. They have taken your money and squandered it on corruption and Ukrainian and been out of the corridor and they've forgotten about the whole key. And if he leave this spot tonight, or he let girls in and he let them things out, it's fucking over forevermore, I mean. So ye think of that. No shirking at all. Every man will face what comes in and he won't back back. And the women and children out of the ways. Tonight we have it.
But Ireland's problems exceed the fuel prices.
The fuel prices are the straw that has broken the camel's back. But look, Ireland has some very big problems. The same problems that we're facing in most European countries. Mass immigration, welfare spending, ridiculous levels of taxation. And so this feels more like it's the people versus the state. And how exactly do you think the state responded? Did they sit down and have good negotiations and discussions with the protesters? No, of course they didn't. They had the police go in and drag farmers out of their tractors and arrest them in the middle of the street. And as if that wasn't enough, they sent in the army, or the Irish Defence Forces, which is, basically the same thing, to tow vehicles away. And what do you think happened to the people who refused to comply with the Garda? Well, they got a face full of pepper spray. Of course they did.
Yeah, we're just after being pepper sprayed here in Whitegate. They were fairly heavy-handed, but at least the resistance from the people here was good anyway. They fought well, but a lot of men and women just got a lash of pepper spray into the face. But I tell you what, I have water here, buying good things. But everyone's helping out, But it's like this now. If they think this is the end of it, they made a fucking mistake.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And truly, this is more about people versus the state. Have a gander at these clips.
Listen to this. When they think of Ireland, they'll think Guinness, sheep, green fields, Kerrygold. Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. These small towns that have been utterly changed demographically, they were given no choice in the matter, and several of these iPass centres have burnt down. But why? Because they were given no democratic choice. If you push people's back to the wall, this is what will happen.
Probably the biggest issue that Ireland is facing at the moment is mass immigration. And frankly, if you don't get that under wraps, there won't be an Ireland for the Irish people in a couple of decades.
Ireland, for the future of our country, for our children, we must stand together in unity and complete this tackle. Éire Abu, I love you with all my heart, every single one of you. God bless Ireland. Up the Republic!
Unfortunately, the protesters in Dublin have been cleared out. What's next in that city, I do not know. But the movement in its entirety is strong. So strong, in fact, that Northern Ireland is going to begin blockades as soon as tomorrow, which would be Tuesday. And There are meetings in the UK to bring the same style protests. Please give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Make it a great day. May the roads rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your fields. Make it a great day. Thanks for watching.